You are the last human to leave Earth. Behind you, the oceans shrink to nothing. The continents blur. The entire planet, every war ever fought, every person ever born, every moment in human history, collapses into a tiny blue dot and disappears. You do not look away. You cannot, because somewhere deep inside you, you already know you are never coming back. Ahead of you, 4 light years away, something waits. From a distance, Proxima Centauri looks almost poetic, a faint red glow drifting at the edge of the Alpha Centauri system, quiet and patient, like it has been waiting for us all along. Scientists discovered a rocky planet orbiting it, Proxima B. Sitting perfectly inside the habitable zone, the narrow belt where liquid water could exist. The headlines called it Earth's twin, humanity's backup plan, our second chance. But the moment you get close enough to see it clearly, the dream begins to die. First, understand what it actually takes to reach this place. 4 light years sounds almost manageable on paper. But launch at the speed of our fastest spacecraft, and you will be traveling for over 70,000 years. Entire civilizations will rise and collapse. The pyramids will turn to dust. The sun will age visibly. And you will still be drifting through a frozen, silent void, not even halfway there. Think about that number. 70,000 years. Agriculture was only invented 12,000 years ago. Written language? Less than 6,000. In 70,000 years, the human species may not even be recognizable. Our languages, our religions, our entire concept of civilization, gone, replaced again, and still the ship drifts. No destination in sight, no signal from ahead. Just the absolute nothing of interstellar space pressing in from every direction. The universe does not care about your timeline. But here's the problem. Even if you somehow arrive, what waits for you is far worse than the journey. Proxima Centauri is a red dwarf, barely larger than Jupiter. It emits almost no visible light. If you replaced our sun with this star, Earth's brightest afternoon would be plunged into a dim, blood-red twilight. And because this star burns so slowly, it will outlive everything. Long after our sun has expanded, swallowed Earth, and collapsed into darkness, Proxima Centauri will still be glowing. A faint ghost in a dead, frozen universe. But surviving that long comes at a vicious price for anything orbiting it. But it gets worse. Proxima B orbits its star 20 times closer than Earth orbits the Sun. A full year on this planet passes in just 11 days. At that suffocating distance, gravity twists reality itself. The planet is tidally locked, one face permanently melted under an unmoving blood-red sun, the other side frozen in eternal darkness, where temperatures plunge to hundreds of degrees below zero. Imagine standing at the boundary, the Terminator line, that thin scar between boiling and frozen. You would cast a shadow that never moves. The sun hangs at the exact same point in the sky, forever. No morning to give you hope, no night to offer rest. Time itself loses meaning. There is no tomorrow on Proxima B. There is only this moment, this burning, frozen, eternal moment, repeated without end. so cold that the atmosphere freezes solid and collapses to the ground like perpetual poisonous snow. There is no sunrise, no sunset, no rhythm of time, just two permanent, opposing hells, and a thin, violent boundary between them. And this is where things get truly terrifying, that narrow twilight line between day and night. Astronomers once believed it could support life. A moderate temperature, a sliver of survivable ground, but the collision of boiling air from the day side and frozen air from the night side creates something far more violent. Supersonic winds, screaming at hundreds of miles per hour, tear the twilight zone apart endlessly. There is no shelter. There is no calm. The entire surface is at war with itself. But none of that, not the heat, not the cold, not the storms, is what will actually kill you. But that's not even the worst part. Red dwarfs are not gentle. They are violent, unstable, and prone to fits of cosmic rage. Without any warning, Proxima Centauri erupts, a stellar flare hundreds of times more powerful than anything our sun has ever produced. And because Proxima B is so dangerously close, there is nowhere to hide. In a fraction of a heartbeat, the sky turns from blood red to blinding white. A tsunami of ultraviolet radiation and X-rays crashes down on the surface with enough energy to physically strip the atmosphere apart, tearing it into the void, layer by layer. Any complex chemistry, any chance of life, any molecule that dared to exist is obliterated. The rocks themselves glow under the bombardment. This is not a planet. It is a radiation slaughterhouse. Wearing the mask of a second Earth, we looked at the nearest star and saw salvation. We named its planet a twin. We wrote headlines about second chances and new beginnings. But the universe never promised us survival. It never owed us a refuge. Physics is indifferent to our desperation, and Proxima Centauri is its coldest proof. The terrifying truth is not just what awaits us at Proxima Centauri. It is the realization that the cosmos is under no obligation to be kind. We exist in one incredibly fragile pocket of warmth, orbiting one unusually peaceful star on one impossibly lucky world. And there may be nothing else like it anywhere.